Happy Monday. Hey, everybody. It is Monday night, and it's time for SideKick Power Hour. This is the show where we do all things related to Sidekick universe, Crewniverse, however you want to say it. We are here every week at 8 p.m. Eastern, talking about the shows that we create, the films that we create, the content we create, having other people on to talk about the things that they're doing that we love and that we care about. And there's so much going on in the world. So the more love that we can spread and share, the better. And we're so glad that you are here sharing this love with us. Thank you so much for being here. Every week I get the pleasure of co-hosting the show with SideKick Productions founder and Skeleton Crew creator, the one and only Joshua R. Pangborn.
Happy Monday, Nakia.
Happy Monday. So good to see you.
Always a pleasure to see you too.
Well, tell us what we're in store for this week, Josh.
Sure. Well, this week we are watching part 3 of our musical episode. As you might remember, our musical episode is a very, very long episode. Hi, Gato. And it is broken down into 4 parts, which we are watching part 3 of tonight. We also have some exciting news from the SideKick production universe world, and we have some other friends to visit us as well. And of course, our question of the week, Nakia.
Well, the question of the week this week is dun, 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 dun.
I'm trying to drum on non-existent drum. My desk isn't tall enough.
You're so good at that. No, it's who is your favorite diva? Diva Las Vegas. And we of course asked our Patreon members that first.
Hi, Owen.
So we thought that we would take a moment to show you some of those answers. I don't know that we got a whole lot of responses on the Patreon this week.
We didn't get a lot of responses on the Patreon this week.
Let's take a look. I'm gonna pop in there right now. Because I myself am a subscriber to the Patreon, so I get these same updates as y'all. Here we go. John L. Betts, one of our t-shirt winners from a while back. He says he's old school, Miss Janet Jackson. I mean, that is easily one of my favorite drag queens. I mean, divas as well. I mean, sorry, we've been talking about drag queen so much that I have I've slipped out in that. But here we are. As you can see, every week we do the question of the week. This week it is, who is your favorite diva? And of course, one of our favorite divas is right there in that GIF, Ashley Monique Menard. But let us know. For me, I'll put my answer right here, and you can find out before the end of the night, because we're gonna wait and hear from you as well. The ticker will be running down there this evening to let us know what your favorite diva is, and it could be film, it could be music, it could be stage, it could be all of the above. It could be somebody you know. Hi, Mike. Welcome back. So glad you're with us. One of our regular Crewniverse folks right there. And when we're talking about Crewniverse, of course, we're talking about supporting us over at patreon.com/SideKick Productions, where you do get advanced access to things like Skeleton Crew, Demon Doctor, or The Art of Blowing It. And whether or not you are supporting us over there at least $3 a month is the entry level. We'd still love for you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is right here, SideKick Productions, wherever that little subscribe button is in this thing. And if you're feeling funky and you want to make a donation, there's a way for you to make a donation right there as well. Also, one of the things that we've been asking y'all is, what other types of things would you like to see us do on Power Hour? Because obviously we're not always going to have a brand new show to show you once a week. So let us know in the comments what other types of things that you would like to see on Power Hour, and we will definitely throw those up.
That being said, we do have 2 shows in post-production, so
that is true. And that's fantastic. Don't forget that you can stream the musical episode and its accompanying soundtracks pretty much everywhere. that you get music, Spotify, Apple Music. We did find out, I don't know if you saw on the Instagram the other day, that we did confirm that Apple Music is not letting us put the sing-along soundtrack on for some reason. It's a dumb rule. We're not down with it, but we're going to respect it. Don't forget that we are doing our t-shirt giveaway anytime during the week. Let us know. All you have to do is tag us in a photo or a TikTok or a post, and use all three of these hashtags in the post: Cruniverse, SideKick Power Hour, and Dueling Pianos Musical. Congratulations to Bob Hopper, who is this week's winner. We will get your t-shirt size from you really soon. Stand by. So much love for all of y'all that have been doing this. Thank you so much. And
one of our favorite
Yolanda,
in the audience.
Listen, I was just about to transition into this little thing right here. It's the Metropolitan Zoom presenting Reverend Yolanda, Simply Me, and my friends Kenneth Gartman on piano and vocals, Ashley Monique Menard as guest vocalist, singing alongside, I believe they're even going to do a duet, Reverend Yolanda. Oh my goodness. I know I'm getting a ticket. This is Friday, March 18th. So you can get yourself a ticket. Let me grab that URL for you. It is at yolanda.net/simply. Yolanda.net/simply.
And the best part is you can curl up in front of your computer with a glass of wine, or in my case, a Diet Coke, and just enjoy the sounds of Yolanda and Ashley and Kenneth. And just sit back and enjoy. You don't have to go anywhere and deal with traffic. You just have to tune in and listen, and it's going to be a great night. I am so excited.
Well, I'm excited to get our guests in here.
Before we do though, Nakia, I just wanted to mention one more thing that people can donate to if they want.
Yes.
Obviously, things are going on in the world right now, all over the place, and we try to keep it really as happy and positive as possible on SideKick Power Hour. But we also do try to find ways to help, or at least spread messages when we can. Right now, there's a lot of people in the world helping out refugees in Ukraine, and it's really important that if you want to find a way to help, you do so. In our case, since we are a primarily queer production company, we want to make sure that we highlight ways that you can help LGBTQ plus Ukrainians and refugees in that part of the world right now deal with the crisis that's going on and the war that's going on. So if you are interested in finding a way to donate, you can go through outrightinternational.org/Ukraine.
Thanks, Josh. Well, it is time. He is very excited about his new monitor setup, and you will probably see something posted on his Instagram or Twitter soon about that. It's Stuart Kiczek.
Oh, hi, guys.
And also a big diva.
Also a big diva, yes.
I don't know what exactly you're referring to. It might be a couple of...
Mostly I'm referring to the day we filmed your song.
I don't know what you're talking about. Well, you know what? Actually, I'll take it as a compliment, because that's you put the definition below, and that's somebody of musical, notoriety. So I'll try and take what I can get.
You should. That's exactly right.
All right. Well, of course, she's with us almost every week, and she is with us this week, and we're so glad that she is. It's Ashley Monique Menard.
Hey, guys.
I learned it from watching Ashley.
I learned about watching you, Stu.
Ashley is the most humble member of the SideKick production universe.
I am amazing.
That's what we say for humble.
You definitely are amazing.
That reminds me of Yolanda's. So I rehearsed with Yolanda this past week. Can I tell you a little bit about it?
That's a good plug segue. Boast about yourself and the thing.
We're rehearsing, and I bump into Yolanda on the street, and she's like walking to get coffee. I'm walking to get coffee, and we bump into each other, and I'm like, I just love Yolanda so much. I got so excited. So we got our coffee. We went up. We start rehearsing. Her music is so optimistic. It's so full of love and just peace and joy. And she's so special. And we're singing her songs, and like I hadn't heard a couple of them. There was one of them I'd heard a bunch, but there was a couple of them I'd never heard before, and they were so easy to like get into, and just it put a smile on my heart, you know. So I'm really excited.
Surgically, it put it there. Surgically.
Talk about divas, Yolanda.
I
For sure.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So
Well,
good.
Matthew Teeter knows all about divas, so.
Well, Matthew Teeter, I love your profile pic.
I love that picture.
Yeah, it's so good. Love those glasses. Thanks for being with us this evening.
Gato reminds us that the masculine version of diva is Devo.
Okay.
I love Devo.
That's
Devo.
the EVO is what you're thinking of. Josh, what news do we have from the Sidekick Criniverse that you'd like to share with us?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we have so much exciting news for a little film that we put out last October called Scratched. Now, some of you might remember that we did a little film called Scratched, which is a lovely little quarantine film that all of us were actually involved in.
Right.
So the Hollywood Blood Horror Festival had their awards show over the weekend, and we walked away with several awards.
What?
So
This is news to me.
This is news to me too.
I know, that's why it's a surprise for everyone. First and foremost, we were the best mystery at the Hollywood Blood Horror Festival.
I love it.
Wow.
I love this little short. It's so damn good. Y'all did a really
think
good
so.
job.
Ashley, Joshua, and I were one. I'm Joshua, and I. Actually, Joshua and Nakia won Best Producer at Hollywood Blood Horror Festival.
Oh my God,
Is that
I love this picture.
Why are you using this screenshot?
I love it.
Because I wanted Ashley to have a picture in this. So.
Aw, thank you.
Also, I love her lipstick. I mean, I would wear that lipstick.
Yep.
Let's see what
lipstick.
else. Let's see. What is this? Stuart and Joshua won Best Director at the Hollywood Blood Horror Festival.
Are you? This is you telling me I won something?
Yes, I am.
Wow. Congratulations, y'all.
Thank you guys for this.
Congratulations, Stuart
That was
Kiczek.
great.
That's wonderful.
When do I do my speech?
I won Best Actor at the Hollywood Blood
Oh my
Horror
God,
Festival.
Josh, that's amazing.
God, Josh, that's so great.
And Paul won Best Supporting Actor at the Hollywood Blood Horror Festival.
Oh my God, that is awesome.
I mean, at this point, you could just say what we didn't win, and you know have less to say.
Paul also won Best Special Effects at the Hollywood Blood Horror Festival.
Wow.
Wait, Paul won Best Special Effects at the Hollywood Blood Horror Festival.
Yes.
Okay, just saying.
Wow.
And Paul and I won Best Acting Duo at the Hollywood Blood Horror Festival.
Oh my God. Yes.
Wow.
Nakia won Best Sound Design at the Hollywood Blood Horror
What?
Festival.
Oh my God.
Did we win everything?
No, we did not win everything. Josh didn't win
you
anything for his
sure?
writing or his editing. So
I mean, did they even have those categories? Because
they did. Trust me, they did.
I want it all. I want it all.
But awesome job, everybody. We all did a really good job, and everyone on this call right now, and Paul, who I tried to get on, but
he's here in
wasn't able to make
spirit,
it.
and they're physically.
We all won awards at the Hollywood Blood Horror Festival for
Oh my
this.
God.
I am so excited by that. And
That's
I wanted to
amazing.
just make sure that we shared that with everybody.
Amazing.
Well, I'm glad I got to share
Thank
this
you,
moment
Larry.
with you.
I love Scratch so much. It was so much fun to do. So
Hi, Blatchu
I
Bear.
hope you had a good weekend too.
we put a link in the chat to a direct link to Scratched on YouTube. Thank you so much. And you know, when we do shorts and things like that now, those things get released to our Patreon first, and we'd really appreciate it if you would consider being a member of the Crewniverse with us over at patreon.com/sidekick productions. This past Friday, we put out another, this was a music video That's direct from the musical episode. Next Friday we've got another extended scene coming your way. So lots of this Friday. This Friday,
yes.
Yeah, we have an extended scene coming, but you'll only get to see those things, those Sidekick extras, over at Patreon. So,
and this Wednesday, you're going to get the next week's question of the week.
That's right. Every Wednesday, we're now posting the question of the week first to the Patreon folks. So,
and tomorrow, those of you who are on Patreon get to see the second to last episode of season 5.
Right, tonight.
Wait,
tomorrow at 8:00.
Yep.
For real?
You mean as a member, which I am, I get to see it early?
You do. And you're going to get to watch season 5, episode 14, Menage a Trois, part 1.
I'm sorry, what?
The episode title is Menage a Trois?
Menage a what?
Thank you, John.
Thanks so much, John. Thanks for your support.
But no, first of all, just huge congratulations to everybody. I mean, Nakia, your sound design is incredible on Scratch. Stuart, you were so important in making this happen. You were the only one behind the camera, and you made sure that we looked good and everything looked great. So bravo! You also helped with the practical effects as well. And specifically the door.
Oh yes, and there were a couple. Oh, that other thing.
Yes. And also, this is your first directing win for something on SideKick Productions. So, bravo! You've been nominated a few times now, but this is your first win.
7 years in the making.
It's a 7-year itch. You broke it. Look at that.
And also, Paul's first nomination and winning for acting as well.
I know.
So
That's so big. He must be so happy. Where's he at?
He's in the other room.
Paul, wherever you are, bless your heart.
We should have joined.
We got
a great question. Yeah, who will survive? Part 1 is the next episode of Skeleton Crew.
Well, you're about to find out coming up soon. Thank you to everybody out there. Thanks, Josh, for surprising us all with that information. I had no idea. So good. Maybe next week we'll just air, instead of airing an episode, we'll just air acceptance speeches.
Okay.
Because that's a lot of with 7 awards. That's
if we get there, we'll
8.
see.
8. Oh wow.
Yeah.
So good. Well, I'll tell you what. Who else is so good? That's Rev Yolanda. Don't forget, you can get tickets to her show. Simply Me and My Friends, coming up Friday, March 18th. Make sure to grab them. It's gonna be really good.
And speaking of musicals.
Yes. Well, before, one of the things I wanted to say is, speaking of things that happened that people bought tickets to, let's give a big shout out to Critterverse family member from this weekend, Mark Garcia, who had a very successful reading of his play, Eight
Tales of Pedro.
8 Tales of Pedro. I almost said 8 Teals of Pedro because Pedro loves teal, but 8 Tales of Pedro.
So Mark Eugene Garcia is, we all know he's a fabulous writer, an actor and dancer and singer, but, well, maybe not dancer. He knows that.
Is he a dancer?
But he's not a dancer. He'll be the first to say that. But he's also an incredible writer, and he writes really, really fun, wonderful shows. But the 8 Tales of Pedro it takes all of the things that are amazing about Mark Eugene, all the playfulness and the joy he finds in life, and makes it just tell an important, very, very vital story. And it's so beautiful, and it's such an amazing experience. Ashley, Stuart, and I were all able to be there, along with Anthony Smith and Paul and Andrew Carter and Ashley's friend Dan.
And boyfriend.
And it was just it was amazing, sold out. It was an amazing sold out show, and it was just such a great experience. And I'm so excited for Mark, and I can't wait to see what happens next with the show.
Well, here's what's going to happen this week with this show. This is part 3 of the musical episode Dueling Pianos from Skeleton Crew season 5. Here we go.
I was thinking about spending the night at your place tonight.
Right. Well,
I actually already have plans with somebody.
All you have to do is sneak into
Angie.
a bedroom and plug that
Oh,
into a
Angie.
machine.
You can tell David that I used the brainwave patterns that he sent me to create a virus that will attack the programming of the Simon's version of my machine.
Well, I don't need you to understand to take what I need.
I'm a life machine, I'll leave you tickled pink, so won't you give me a chance to do my...
Simon, I told you I didn't want to come back to this horrible apartment.
Don't mind me. I'm just grabbing a quick change of clothes before heading back out again. I met this really hot guy on Growler. What are you, just sitting there? Shouldn't you be working?
Oh, you know, I don't think I actually know what it is I do in this world.
Typical. They say the meek shall inherit. You know the book doesn't lie. So is that why you waste all your potential? So you don't have to work on the star that you can be? The star I was? The star I will be again.
I am so glad that we don't actually date because we cannot have a normal conversation.
You want normal, I'll give you that. Tonight you'll be flat on your back. I've got a new kink to add to our games. Tonight you'll be screaming my name.
Please don't.
Stupid sissy. Christ, what a freaking scatterbrain.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you are sorry. A sorry excuse for a dreamer. You gotta train him, stud. So, get this one trained. I gotta go see a man about a horse.
I got your horse right here. His name is Paul Revere.
You are the worst.
No, I'm not. I'm operating at 100%. Now, you heard Daddy Sebastian. We have to train you. He wants to ride you like a pony.
Those were not his exact words.
And
That was a
reading
late minute
the
edition.
subtext. He said he had a new kink. Now, what do you think it is?
I don't care. I am not going to be having sex with him. I want to find Hunter.
Oh, no. I'd advise against that. Oh. I know what you need.
What?
You need to broaden your horizons. And I know just how to do it.
I was like, oh.
I love the credits.
Armpits, anal, abduction, seduction, autofellatio. How far can you bend? Age play and adult babies are both kinks I can fully recommend. Then there's bondage and branding and chastity.
Oh, what about cock and ball
You
torture?
should have a sing-along for this one.
Dominance, dildos, or my favorite, diapers,
ball?
exhibitionism.
A little ball dancing?
Yeah.
and
For this one.
edging, feeding, foot play, and pornophilia. Honestly, did you know that people get off by being turned into furniture?
Well, my husband did date an ottoman once.
We all have something
Season 1.
deep inside us, a primal urge to be out of sync. These are the ABCs of kink.
Well, what about fisting?
Oh, honey, don't jump in the deep end just yet. For
Sound
F
effects.
words, let's start with the basics. And for Hunter, the fatter, the better. You see, he likes feeding other people's faces. Well, don't forget about frottage or furries.
Or gagging.
Aha! Now that's a great word for the letter G. So let's skip right to humiliation. That's what excites our dearest Anthony. He gets off on verbal mocking and sissification.
Yeah, you like being a little sissy bitch, don't you?
Yes, Daddy.
That's my Yas
You
Queen
can
slave
call
name.
yourself a chubby chaser, even if you're not a twink. These are the ABCs.
I agree, Owen.
Paddles and canes are for impact play. For the artiste, try Japanese bondage. If you love a good enema, clismophilia's your bag, baby. Limits are what you won't do and should be respected by all parties.
Yeah, submissive doesn't always mean slave. I mean, it can, but only with consent.
Lucky Bear, what are you saying?
Over the knee.
I'm not Stuart.
Control, orgies and puck play. Some folks love wearing PVC. How about rough sex with scratching and biting? Next is role play, sounding and scat. Does Carla turn you on? Are you into spectrophilia?
Carla.
Maybe tentacle porn and trampolines where it's at. This list is merely a guideline. There's so much more than you think. These are the ABCs of kink. Uniforms are hot, be it cop or a priest. Feel your fantasy how you choose. So you like to watch, that makes you a voyeur. Water sports fans flag yellow when they cruise. Wax play and wrestling, yipping and yowie. Let your freak flag fly for all to see. There's a fetish for everything. So you like wearing lycra and getting fucked in a sling.
Ooh, I know that one. Sentai?
Yes, some people may never understand it. Others give you a nod and a wink. If you've grown tired of the taste of vanilla, you're craving something adventurous to drink. Remember these words that I say to you, because these are the ABCs of
I've had that polar bear costume for longer than I've known Ashley.
Hello, Polly. Damn, what did you do to get on her bad side?
Couldn't have been me. Clearly it was Chaz. He's hiding something.
I see what you mean. He's looking shifty.
She's pregnant.
Oh! No!
Damn, I missed out on the 140. You guys gonna get the woman pregnant?
No. I didn't even in her. Did you?
No, my diaper never even came off.
You don't have to be naked to get pregnant.
You know, now that I think of it, she was passed out in her room when the penises emerged. So it could have been any of us.
So, if you don't mind, babe, but I took the liberty of editing your personal statement. I think it's a lot better than that first draft. There are a lot of errors in there. But good for you, you have me here for you. Huh?
Your dog looks like my wig.
Okay, hun, I'm gonna need to talk to you about something other than that.
Of course, what is it?
Okay. A lot harder than I thought it was gonna be.
Go on, you can tell me anything. I'm a great listener.
I'm pregnant.
Come on, Apple.
Little slut.
That took a hard turn.
You can't possibly believe I'm going to go through with this.
I'm a program. I find it's best to behave as,
Things still taste like milk.
programmed.
Just take me to Hunter, please.
Not within my programming.
Oh, great. I knew I should pursue that minor in comp sci in undergrad.
So what's next? Oh, sex with Daddy Sebastian?
No. Take me to Dennis and Chaz.
Oh, goody.
It would have Blush Bear. One twist too many, I think.
Whoa! Someone has taken some liberties, I see, Simon.
What can I say? They love me.
Sure they do.
Who's your friend?
Dennis, it's me, Anthony.
I don't know no Anthony.
You only know him because Hunter, and you don't know Hunter.
Love this line from Paul.
Great. Well, Dennis, my name is Anthony, and I would really appreciate it if you could bring me to your friend Hunter, please.
Why? What do you want with him? Desperate Chubb's looking. Look, Hunter's happy. He's off the market. So why don't you just leave him alone?
This is such a good scene.
Jazz, what are you...
Just go get out of here. Don't mess with our buddy. Come on, let's get out.
But I...
Come on, Simon. Let's leave this loser alone like he should be.
Simon?
Oh, look, a script.
They just do it themselves.
Oh, ridiculous.
This was probably one of the hardest scenes. That scene right there was one of the hardest scenes to do the dialogue
Looks like
for.
those gray skies are gonna clear up.
They
Put on a
kept
happy
hitting
face.
Mark Eugene's
You're here. That's fantastic.
lav
Oh my-
mic.
You're here. That means you can help me, right? I need to find Hunter.
Hunter? I don't know no Hunter.
Of course you don't.
Aw, well, why don't you take off that gloomy mask of tragedy and tell me what's
Bye-bye,
bothering
birdie.
ya?
Once upon a time.
I'm so sorry, Veronica, but I just cannot help you.
I have never asked you for much of anything. I'm asking you now. No jokes, no riddles, no games. This is just me being my authentic self and in need of your help.
I cannot help you. I'm already helping someone else. Not now.
Fine. I'll take care of it myself then. I am my own best friend, after all. Don't touch me!
Come right back here this minute, you whore!
Excuse me? Let's just go and we'll just talk about this somewhere else.
How many people are you sleeping with anyways? I mean, do I have to get tested?
No, you don't need to get tested. You're the only person.
Impossible, impossible. That's why I wore a condom! So this wouldn't happen!
Condoms are not 100% effective!
Yeah, well, now when you're sleeping with half the men in the city, they're not.
Hey. You don't get to talk to Polly like that. She's a wonderful person, and she will sleep with whomever she wants. And if you don't apologize to her right now, he won't be enough to hold me back from tearing you apart.
It's okay. Just let him go.
You sure?
Yeah.
Because I can still rearrange his face a little bit.
So I woke up in this virtual reality world where I am dating a man who stabbed me in the back in the real world, and I can't find my husband anywhere, and I just want to find him so we can both wake up and get out of here.
Well, that sounds like a whole lot of hot patootie, if you ask me.
Of course it does.
Look, I don't really know most of
Whatever
what you
happened
just
Saturday
told
night.
me, but if you're in a relationship with someone that you
Ashley
feel like
looks
you
so
shouldn't
good
be,
right here.
I say end it.
Hunter is always telling me I need to stand up for myself. Maybe that's what I have to do here.
Could be. Who knows?
No, if only I knew how to do that.
Sad story.
Look, kid, if you're looking for someone who can teach you how to stand up for yourself, you come to the right place.
Live today, live to slay. Tomorrow's just another way to bring the world to my heels. You see, this crown is time to kneel. 'Cause I'm the queen of snow, yeah, I'm the queen of ice. Take a chance, come on and roll the dice. I'm the queen of fire, I'm the queen of flame. I'm always gonna win the game.
My favorite thing about this video is that it gives me like 90s MTV videos. I love it so much.
I love that I gave Ashley a sideshow number.
Actually, that's your version of a mesh white tunic. The sequin version. Oh my god, we should put you in that and Josh in his white thing, and you guys can play Jedi.
Ash's is way better than mine.
But they could sit next to each other. They could rock together. Should we wear our best?
Now go, princess. Go and be the queen you were meant to be.
Actually, I don't think that that's very...
Go!
Yes, ma'am.
There we go. Oh, I hope he doesn't blow it.
Doesn't blow it.
I love you, Yolanda.
Anthony, I hope very much that this happens.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Where have you been? I have needs to be met. Get naked.
No.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
Where is this new attitude coming from?
I learned that I am a queen, and I need to embrace my crown.
Finally. Good for you for standing up for yourself. For yourself. For yourself.
Nice.
For yourself. For yourself.
Hello?
For yourself.
Simon?
Simon? Where you at?
Simon, where you at? Simon? I think that you've got trouble with your machine.
Sorry about that.
Jesus, man.
It's a beta program, and those can be a little buggy.
Yeah. I don't think that this whole new world you're trying to show me is as dazzling a place as you
Get
think
it?
it
A
is,
whole
so
new world.
Could you just please tell me we're hunters so I can wake him up and then we can get out of here?
That's super simple. All you have to do is give me permission to merge the two simulations. Yes. Go ahead. Sign the scroll.
It's blank.
No,
From a little show called Little Mermaid.
Just my name?
Mm-hmm.
A little what?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's
Little Mermaid.
No, that's good.
okay.
Yeah.
Whatever David wants, David gets. And you, little man, David wants you.
Damn Yankee.
Thank you so much for signing this. You've given me permission to trap you here forever. Here where I rule.
My subconscious would never come up with David. How are you here?
Your
What?
subconscious would
You
have
can
only
thank
got us
Dr.
taking a
Hudson.
shot.
She created
I know,
me
I
from
wish
the
we had gotten
brainwave
my reaction
patterns of the
shot.
real David. Think of me as a gift, a virus, if you will. Here to make you suffer for the part you played in bringing David down.
Simon.
I agree, Black
Simon,
Bear.
I need
Anthony.
your help.
I'm afraid he's unavailable.
Josh just has a difficult time
You
signing
see,
things
I'm the dominant program.
in all the characters he plays.
Retribution tragedy.
That's enough of that. Damn it. Oh, Anthony, you poor unfortunate soul. You never learn from your mistakes. It's sad, but true.
Can you sing a song about it?
Never sign something without reading it first. You may find life is unkind. You may seek to save the world around you.
Have a long
Don't be
introduction.
blind. You soon will find
What?
every failure
That song
leads to
doesn't
deja
have a long
vu.
introduction.
The
It's kind of like
devil's in
They
the
all would
details.
They're all would
Daddies between the lines.
I was smacked repeatedly for this issue.
But I wrote
Oh
to
no!
the fine
Well, I
print
mean,
friend,
it works
and
as a
there ain't
musical,
no way.
but it's like whenever we do it as a musical, like on Broadway, when the show comes
And
on.
frankly kind of pointless
You have
if
longer
you ask me. Check your horoscope. It's a world of nope. I'm in control of your destiny. The devil's
Let us know in the comments if our Patreon members would like to see some behind the scenes of this original rehearsal that I did with Alexander Dorff. Because I do have some of that footage. I actually have footage of us rehearsing basically with everybody.
You think you're winning this time, how droll. But I fixed the fight.
I still remember us finishing this 2 years ago this week. We finished this song together when I was in New York. Because that Shakespeare line that ended up in there, that came from that session.
Yep.
This
Right
isn't
before
over. Not by a long shot.
Perhaps not. After all, I did promise to merge you with your beloved simulation. I believe
Come
we can
through
arrange
one more, man. Oh, I'm sorry, Dr.
wish you
Strange.
make, Anthony. Someone makes.
The wood. Paul's doing some amazing makeup work.
How are things proceeding, Doctor?
Excellently, David. Excellently. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to satiate our hunger.
My pleasure. Nurse Agrofos, Nurse Reed, I believe your patient has woken up. Would you mind checking on him?
You bet, Doctor. Look at that. Not so little Andy's awake. Hey, delicious.
Piper. Hunter's Hunter Piper in the simulation? Well, that's something we need to talk about when I wake up. But Piper, Glenda, please help me. I need your help because I don't know. David's got me. He tricked me into signing some sort of terms and conditions, which I think traps me in here forever.
I'm wearing that same shirt.
Please help me.
Oh, mixing lies with the truth.
That's what boys do.
And then they make promises.
And then they lie to you.
Then they lie to you.
Don't you think this has happened before?
That glass.
Yes, Carrie. Clearly, you're not going to help me. Can you at least tell me, do you know where Hunter is?
Not in Suite 2.
I just want a whole show of these two.
Me too.
I'll take that as yes.
Oh, sweetheart, don't you worry about Hunter. He's with Heathcliff.
Heathcliff? Hunter talked about Heathcliff the other day. Well, who is this guy?
In the days of old,
Well, not that old, maybe just about 15 years.
there was a master strong and bold who had a slave, not a real life slave, but a volunteer.
I know, just stick with me.
The slave served him well,
Made his master happy in the bedroom, but it wasn't enough.
so he took a chance.
Told his master that he wanted more than part-time kinky stuff.
Heathcliff and Hunter,
This one is so much
you will
fun.
find two more perfect lovers. They met online with a dial-up connection, and it only ended because of overstimulation. You expect me to do more?
You heard me, master. I wanna take us further than
No, that's my answer. Further only leads to disaster.
Okay, because we're on the roof.
so big.
Yep.
He found himself a master who would take things to extreme.
That.
Afraid.
Wanda, I know you're in the chat. We want to know. What is this?
Things to extreme.
Oopsie.
While the slave he loved was gagged and bound, so he couldn't scream.
But this story's strange. The slave finally came home. Hunter found him broken and badly off.
Slave was diagnosed with a syndrome, so he kept his distance, much to Hunter's grief.
Heathcliff and Hunter,
You will find two more perfect lovers. Our relationship should never have ended, but what we had was not what we intended. Now they weren't lovers. He went his way and Hunter went Hunter's, but he still supported his farmer slave. Heathcliff is a love.
He looks so hot right here. I love the bump into it. I think we can that out.
That was your fault.
Well, you weren't so bad yourself, old woman. Julie.
Energy vampire. Well, that's it.
We're alive. Part of being alive is suffering.
You get slapped a lot.
You've learned in your journey through my musical matrix.
You don't need words when you have a song to tell someone how you really feel.
I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy now.
Can somebody tell me what happens when love's not enough? I want that light in you.
but for me that can't be true. And there's no one to beat it.
David.
What a waste. What an absolutely perfectly disappointing waste of time.
Huge thank you to Catalan Stellian for filming ABCs of Kink, because
and editing.
I was most terrified of that music video probably because I did not know how to do that.
And then it went and turned into one of the best,
Absolutely.
if not the best.
Well, they're all pretty great. I can't pick
Yeah,
one
it's hard
that's my-
to pick a favorite.
It is really hard to pick a favorite.
It's hard, but sometimes, just
But
like children,
sometimes-
it's good to know who your favorite is.
That's what my mother said every time she picked my sister.
Aww. Well, at least you told it to your face.
True, honesty is the best policy.
Okay, that was really good. Congratulations.
Nikki, we have a question for you.
Don't forget, you can stream the soundtrack anywhere you get music, but you can just go to Dueling Pianos 1, Nakia.me/Dueling Pianos 1, and it'll take you right where you need to go. What is that question for me?
Owen has a question about how you figured out the Ballad of Heathcliff and Hunter, how it was going to sound.
Well, so for this particular song, Josh really wanted to, as you know from watching it and hearing the script, there's a lot of musical references in this.
One or two.
So pretty much for each song, there was at least one musical reference in, like, it needs to kind of sound like it comes from this soundtrack, or here's a specific song that I hear in my head that Josh would send me along with the lyrics. And in this case, he sent me a link to the entire soundtrack of the show Assassins. And that's
make this again.
That's the Stephen Sondheim show, obviously, which is wildly popular, very awesome show with a lot of great characters based in history. And it's so much fun, but it automatically, kind of put me in this country, vibe to begin with. But as soon as I wrote the melody, what I was hearing in my head was a version of Bonanza. So that's why the song Bonanza is but when you listen to Heathcliff and Hunter, it's got yeah. And then there's a few other little things like that. So when John Sanchez came into Ice Cream Factory to cut the guitar that day for that particular track, I said, look, I need you to think about like a really rad version of Bonanza. Like we've got to make, and I had some specific notes that I was hearing in my head, but eventually, he takes those and makes it his own. So that's kind of where it came from. Thanks for asking.
So good.
It's such a fun song. We filmed 3 versions of this song. So
I will tell you that before this song was recorded, this was my least favorite song on the soundtrack.
No way.
Yeah, but it had nothing to do with the song. Nothing to do with the song. It just at the time, by the time that we recorded it, the story had changed. At the time that the story hadn't changed, I didn't really love the song being in the show. I was at one point even recommending that we think about holding off for like a second version of it or something to tell that separate story. But the cool thing is, for our Patreon members, is that very, very soon you are going to get to see something that nobody else gets to see, and that is a version of several of these songs, including this particular song. We actually filmed these songs. They have other versions. There's alternate versions.
Some of these songs have some drastically different original versions.
It's a very different version of adulting.
Very different version of adulting. Very different version of Ballad of Heathcliff and Hunter.
Very different version of Hate Sex.
Very different version of Hate Sex, filmed by Stuart Kiczek. So a lot of different versions. And the cool thing is we also have different versions of the soundtrack. So something soon you'll be able to see on Patreon, see and hear coming your way on Patreon. We're going to squeeze every little bit of stuff that we've got. We've got a lot of behind the scenes stuff for this. So you're going to be hearing about this musical for easily the next year. So lots of stuff. We got some great interviews with the cast that we're thinking about putting on a special video that will feature some of the original piano demos, kind of like a super deluxe version of the soundtrack, basically. So again, that will most likely only be available to our Patreon fans. So thanks so much for everybody being here tonight. Let's talk about the question of the week this week, which is, who is your favorite diva? We're going to start with Stuart Kiczek.
Well, because I love myself. No.
I love myself.
Whitney Houston all the way. As a child, I went and saw The Bodyguard in the theaters maybe 6 times.
Wow. Good for you. That's I mean, she was and will always be one of the best. Well, what about from the audience? Oh, yeah. I mean, that's really probably where a lot of the things about divas come from, right? Like is some of these real old school divas.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know, Lizzo, love her. Can't get enough of her. She's got a new show.
Oh, Lizzo.
Prime, I think.
Yeah, they didn't want me.
Oh, I want you.
No, I auditioned.
Well, while we're
Rita Repulsa, that's so good.
Oh, that's a good one.
Ashley, what about you?
What's too hard? I can't do it. I have 2 because I can't do one.
Okay, we'll take both.
Cher and Dolly Parton.
Cher
and Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton is not a diva.
Well, I think she would be considered a diva in this respect.
She's a diva.
Okay, you're right.
Like, I mean, as much as they're divas, she's a diva.
Tina Fey.
Tina Turner.
I know.
I know, but that was really funny.
Madonna, Tina Turner, or Barbara Streisand. Those are all classic divas.
Barbara Thomas?
Barbara Thomas.
Barbara Thomas is one of my favorite divas.
Barbara Thomas, 1,000%.
Yeah. Celine, you can't go wrong with Celine.
Yeah, they're all on my list.
Yeah.
I have to make a list.
What about you, Nakia?
I mean, y'all, there's so
Can't
many.
say Ashley.
No, but I mean, like, yes, Ashley is one of my favorites, obviously, but there are so many great divas. Whitney is obviously really high on my list.
Yeah.
And I, as much as I like Cher, she's not really that high on my list for divas or Dolly, but I would say that oh God,
I'm guessing who he's gonna say. No,
because not because of my relationship with her, but because of just her sheer vocal prowess and the fact that she has a reputation for being a diva. I would say Christina Aguilera.
Oh, I was way off.
Oh, they were talking about.
Oh, that's a great one.
I really thought you were
Shirley
going.
Bassey, can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Grace Jones, really good option. Stephen Treadwell.
Oh my God,
Diana Ross.
Stephen, a man after my own heart.
A Christmas Dive? Oh, Christmas Diva, maybe? Is that what he said?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Mariah.
Shout out to
Ashley,
Stephen for
I'm
the best
surprised
answer
Ashley
yet.
didn't pick Liza.
Yeah, or Judy.
You can't pick family
Oh.
members.
This is too hard. I can't choose my favorite stuffed animal. Don't make me. I want to sleep with them all.
And then there's Idina. Ashley loves Idina.
Idina Menzel.
Yes.
Yeah, I did. I used to. Yeah.
Oh, you okay.
We had a falling out. I don't really want to talk about it.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Nice, Fred Cobb.
I was just trying to sound like a diva.
Well,
you succeed. My favorite diva is Emmy Hart.
Can't go wrong there either.
That's so
You might know her from a
sweet.
little show called The Art of Blowing It.
Oh my god, it's on my vision board.
We're so
See you,
glad you
Fried
made it,
Cub.
Fried Cub. Thank you so much. You can always rewatch these over at youtube.com/Sidekick Productions. And of course, we'd love to have you over at Patreon. You've seen the URL all night long. We're not going to run it again. But thanks to everybody for being here. Thank you to Ashley, Monique, Menard. I meant to solo her. Thank you to Ashley, Monique, Menard for being here.
Get out.
I love you guys. Bye.
you so
Thanks for
much.
being here.
And then, of course, Stuart Kiczek.
Send off music. Come on.
Bye. And my co-host, the one and only Joshua R. Pangborn. Josh, this was a great episode. Thanks again for the big surprise, of course. All of these amazing, not nominations, y'all. These are wins. We won all of these awards for the work that we put into the short film Scratched. Of course, written and directed and created by the amazing Joshua R. Pangborn.
And co-directed by Stuart. Don't forget
co-directed
him.
by Stuart,
He won an award for it.
That's right. I love you a ton. Thanks so much for being here. And we'll be back next week with the finale of Dueling Pianos, the musical. If you're a SiriusXM member, you can head over to the SiriusXM app and hear Josh and I talk about the musical episode. Thanks everybody for being here this week. We will see you next time on SideKick Power Hour. All things from the SideKick Productions universe. And I thought I was going to forget all my lines. Because it's a body positive show.
I read for the role of Hunter, and
And that's the tea.